What's going on YouTube, man? It's your man Adrian, man, checking back in, man. Today, man, I want to discuss something, man, that's been on my heart, something that I study, something that I discuss on a regular basis with my family, friends, and it's something that I just, I study on just so I can get a clear understanding of the individual, the mind of the individual that think this way. Racism. I'm not bashing no type of race. I wasn't raised that way, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't raised to badmouth a person because of the color of their skin or, anything like that. If I don't like you, I don't like you because of something you did to me. But racism, man, YouTube, man, is becoming something that I'm making a part of me, something that I'm spreading my thoughts, my experiences. My life basically is in bringing it to YouTube. But I was on YouTube, man, and I was looking through, videos or whatever the case may be. That's what I do, man. Is kind of get a story about something I want to bring to YouTube, man. I often look at YouTube and I talk, around, and I look around and I ask around, just so I can get me a discussion so I can bring to y'all. But racism, man, first of all, I don't understand it. I don't understand how you can hate somebody because of the color of their skin. If that's not the most childish, I don't understand it, man. I don't have a name for it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just stupidity, for a man or woman to dislike another man or woman or child because of the way they look. Like, come on. And it stems back from, way back when, and we all know that, you know what I'm saying? See, I'm not one of those black guys that's bent up on that. I'm not all up on, like, oh, man, the white man did this, the white man did that, you know what I'm saying? Because, quite frankly, yeah, y'all put us through hell way back when, but right now, there's racism, but it's kind of like hid a little bit. It's hidden. But, I've experienced racism in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? I'm 25. I'm about to be 26. And, of course, I experienced racism. Walking by, a white woman's car, and I hear, the door slider. Now, maybe it's because I had a fitted cap on. That's a possibility. Maybe because I was black. That's a possibility. Maybe because my pants at the time was hanging off my behind. That's another possibility. So I'm not just singling her out and saying that, okay, she locked the doors because I'm a black man. I didn't know. That's not, I don't do that. I don't close my mind up, and let my mind just take this one possibility, open my mind up for many possibilities. So possibility she may did this, possibility reason she did that, you know what I'm saying? But, I was on YouTube, and I was looking at, like, street fights. And, I was trying to get a story, and like, a discussion about, stupidity with that. But I came across this one particular video where it was a bunch of black guys, and they were just clowning around. It was in the streets. They was clowning around, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't fighting. They wasn't doing anything. They just wanted to make a funny video. And, it's interesting. It's funny. And it's a loser by the name of Punk Man 397. Now, this coward was on there saying, nigger this, nigger that, you niggers are punks, you're not gangsters, all this, yip yap. Now, for one, Punk Man, your name speaks volumes. You're punk, because you would never once in your life look at these black guys and say what you said on there. You won't look at them and say that. And that offended me, is because this is something we've been being called, for hundreds of years. Now, people often ask, okay, well then if, y'all can say the N-word, why can't we? Well, because y'all was using it in a self-hating, y'all was meaning it in a way of hatred. Y'all was using it in the term of black people being ignorant because of the fact that the man wouldn't let us read and write. Y'all use it in a way of derogatory, you know, putting a black man down. Well, then a black man took it and we uplifted it. So we put the A behind it. And it means friend, homeboy, things of that nature. So we made something negative and we turned it into positive. And, I get that question all the time, and people say, well, Angel, let me ask you something. Why can you say it and I can't? Well, look where it came from. You answer your own question, man. Look where it came from. Look where it stemmed from. This is not something that a white man made up to big us up and make us uplift us as a people. No. That word was used to knock us down and keep us down because we wasn't not allowed to read right. We wasn't allowed to have our own freedom. We wasn't allowed to do our own thing. So therefore, that word to a lot of people is offensive. And people like Oprah want to stop the whole N-word thing, and Bill Cosby, you know what I'm saying, don't agree with it. Well, I say more power to him, man, for that belief. But I'm not going to stop saying it because this is something that we turned into something that's positive. So I'm not going to stop this movement, if you will. And there's a lot of people that's going to disagree with me, but that's life. You got your own opinion, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I can't argue with you with your opinion, therefore you cannot argue with me for mine as well, But the N-word is something that a black man turned into something positive. When I call my man a nigga, what up, my nigga, that's not offensive. That's not putting him down. That's saying, what's up, my man? What's up, my friend? What's up, my buddy? What's up, my pal? And we made it something, into something. So when I seen that that a punk recognized a punk, real recognized real. So he identified himself as a punk man. 397. Exactly. You a punk. You saying you calling these black guys the N-words and all of that, but I bet money on it you wouldn't look at them and stand in their face and call them that. So of course you can get behind the comforts of your little home and type these nasty little comments that you did, but that's okay. But racism is alive. It ain't never gonna go nowhere. It's alive, man. And I want people to understand that racism would never go nowhere. You still gonna have these hatred individuals walking this earth. You're gonna have these people judging us just because of what they heard, and they never lived in the 1800s. But they listening to what their grandfather said, their grandmother said, and then they taking that and they running with it, and then they raising their kids up to be a hatred robot. You know what I'm saying? Because when parents putting this in their kids, you're not allowing your child to figure out things on their own. You're not allowing this child to be an individual. You're telling this child, okay, this is what you do, and that's it. You hate them because of this and this and that, which is not a legitimate reason. If that person didn't come in your house and take anything from you, if that person didn't harm you, your family, anything, then what's the problem? And this judgmental thing, man, I want people to stop judging people just because of the way they look. Because I've seen so many, and it's so crazy. Like I know this guy, man, I'm not going to say his name, but his dad is a judge. And this guy, you would never know it. Now, by looking at him, you say, okay, he's a thug. But when you hear this man, when you hear him talk, his charisma, his grammar, all of that, man, he's got it in the bag, man. He's in college, he's doing his thing. But because I'm the man I am, I'm not going to judge nobody because based off of how they look. I'm going to judge a person the way they talk, the way they act, the way they treat me, the way they treat themselves, the way they treat their mama, their sister, their brother. You know what I'm saying? That's when I become a man, and that's when I let my judgment, you know what I'm saying, out and let it kind of speak. But people, man, gotta understand, man. Racism is here. Racism is not gonna die. Now, if you out there and you hate black people, because of whatever the case may be, that's your loss, man. Because black people are some of the best people you can hang around, man. Despite what you heard, despite what you see, despite what your perception of a black man or black woman. Black people it's funny. Look, our music is taking off. Our music is like one of the best selling, if not the best, the top selling genre. Anything we touch. Now, I'm not separating white and black because I happen to have a white girl, have mixed kids. So this is why I'm discussing this, because it bothers me, because I love my woman dearly. That's my best friend, you know what I'm saying? So you have the white man wearing the fitted jeans, the tight skin tight jeans, right? It wasn't even really publicized like that. But as soon as Lil Wayne put them on, now everybody put them on. New boys jumping off with them. You know what I'm saying? Now you see some of the rappers that you never thought you'd see in skinny jeans, rocking these things. You know why? It's because a black man touches. Anything a black man touches gold. So you white people out there that don't like us and you hate us, jump on the bandwagon, because we're going to continue to fly and take flight. And we're going to be looking down at your stupid, silly behind while we 30,000 feet in the air. And you down here hating us. And then before you know, we can't even see you no more. You're going to be like this. So stop being stupid. And stop being dumb. And stop letting this stupid mentality that you got going on in your mind take over you. Because I'm going to tell you something. Once you hate something that you know nothing about, you're missing out. Big time. You're selling yourself short. Because you know nothing about a black person. If you hate us, you hating us because for the wrong reasons, and you hating a black person, you hating black people as a whole instead of as singling one person out. And when you sell yourself short like that, you always going to fall behind in life. You're never going to be on top. You're never going to be advanced. You're never going to take flight. You're never going to exceed in life when you limit yourself, because maybe I need to get close to you. Black people ain't going nowhere. We're here. We're here. So, get with it or get lost, man. And that's what I got to say. Punk man, you're a loser, you're a punk, and your name speaks for itself. If I can get my hands around you, but you know what, I ain't going to go that way because I'm on some positive-ish. But I'm not going to let that ignorant individual get me down. You know, I'm not going to let him even, get me angry. Because I know he couldn't see me. I know he couldn't see the cats I hang around. I know he couldn't see the cats that he was just, mouthing off about. But that's what it is, You got cats like that in the world, and it's going to continue to happen, unfortunately. But KP didn't know is black people, we are the issue. We're taking over, and I'm bigging up my black man, and I wish that black people can be unified, just bringing us together more and more and more. I just wish that we stick together. You know what I'm saying? I just wish we stick together as a whole, as a race. Like I say, I'm not downing nobody. I'm not downing no white person, none of that. I love white people. I love white people. They're some of the best people to hang around. I love your parties. So this is me checking out, subscribe, man. I had to say this. I wasn't even going to do this, man. I wasn't even going to do it. I was contemplating on some real 100%-ish. I wasn't even going to do this, but the fact of the matter is I feel like some things need to be touched on, and I still feel like I hadn't said everything that I need to say. So I'm going to look over this tape, and I'm going to see if I need to redo this, because there's some things that need to be said, man. They need to be touched on. Because you got a lot of ignorant folks out here in this world, and they're ignorant for no reason. It's because a parent, put that in their mind, and then they in turn taking this and they recycling this ignorance, and they keeping it around and giving it to their kids. But this age been checking out, man. You know what I'm saying? Much love, man. Subscribe, man, or check me out on my Twitter, www.twitter.com/AdrianJohnson85. And then I will be telling y'all where I got Not Regular from. And by the way, I'm coming out with a clothing line, man. We'll be bringing to y'all real soon. So check me out, man. Keep posted, man. Just stay tuned, man. For all my real 100% folks out there, what up, though? We out, P. Yeah, man.